You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of Lady J Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. You're a pusher.
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place, you should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in a world where not much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in a chain. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I am your host, John Hansboro. It is November 30th, 2022. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day and evenings thus far. Man, I've been away for about 2 weeks. It feels so good to be back. I was under the weather for quite some time. I hope everybody's had a good holiday, a wonderful Thanksgiving, and just spreading love, spread that love to everybody. This is being brought to you by Lady J Media at gmail.com. I'm sorry, at Butterfly Entertainment. You go to ladyjmedia at gmail.com to find out all the ways to watch all the shows on What Up Baltimore online radio, okay? Now, without further ado, my brother, my buddy, this guy I've had on my show at least 3 times within the past year. Wonderful poet, artist. Like, he got so many hats, he's doing so many things. I can't wait to give him some questions about how he feels about things that's going on out here, and for him to let us know what he's doing, man, because he's doing a lot. I want to introduce everybody to my man, FreedomWriter. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? It's been a minute. I haven't talked. Good to see you as well, bro. I haven't seen you in a minute.
The weather was definitely different last time.
Yeah, it was. It was summertime, wasn't it? I think it was warm.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, how you been, man? What's going on with you? How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. I'm trying to enjoy every day, each moment.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I've been following FreedomWriter guys for about almost 3 years now, probably. He's got a bunch of stuff on YouTube. He's got music out to poetry with music behind it. He got acapella things. He's got videos. Like, you need to follow him on Instagram. You're FreedomWriter too, right?
Say on YouTube?
On Instagram.
Instagram is poet_FreedomWriter.
FreedomWriter. Okay. You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, 1986.
1986. Yeah, y'all definitely want to follow this brother. He's got a lot going on. But look, man, before we even get into some poetry and things like that, I want to congratulate you on the new project that you're doing. I don't know if you could talk about it much, but I follow you all the time, and what you're doing, man, is so inspiring. I'm so happy for you. You know what I mean? I know it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put in and work to do what you're doing right now, the project that you're doing. Are you able to speak on that at all?
Yeah, I talk about it a little bit. What you want to know?
So what is
What
the
you need to
project
know?
that you're doing?
So it's a TV series entitled Two, who face some who face a situation. I can't give you the details. Who face a situation, and the situation kind of alters their lives. So what they were doing in life, what they planned on doing in life, and take care of this other situation that occurred. So it's a dramedy. So it's a drama, but it's also a lot of heavy topics. But we try to put a little humor behind it to make the when you're digesting it, that bite on there. But we definitely talking about some heavy topics. So yeah, so we shot the first, then we shot the second episode. Then we're gonna finish up the season real soon.
That's what's up, bro. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Freedom Writer is a great name for you because as it seemed like you write a lot. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that you were writing things like that other than poetry until I started seeing the advertisements for what you were doing. For the people watching, how long have you been writing?
Say it again.
How long have you been writing, Freedom Writer?
I think if I look back forever, like I remember sitting in class and just writing, but raps, I guess it was raps, poetry, whatever the case may be. So it's always something I did, but actually like and sharing it probably like 2012ish, like that. I think my first, and been rocking since then. But I feel like I've been writing for a while. That's definitely been a coping mechanism that I developed, when I was younger.
I use writing as a form of therapy myself. Definitely, it helps me to get through a lot. Really good for me to put shit down on paper and just get it out. You know what I mean? And then the construction of it. I love the process that it takes to make something sometimes too. It's kind of fun to me, depending on how I'm feeling when I'm doing it. But look, man, let's get into some poetry, bro, because I know how dope you are, but I don't know if anyone watching has seen you the last couple of times I've had you on here. I like to think I'm growing fans each and every month, every week. God willingly. But Freedom Writer, we're gonna let you go ahead and do some poetry, man. Whatever you feel like spitting, whatever you feel like getting off your chest. On here, there's no holds barred. Language is art. I'm not worried about any of that. So whenever you feel free, bro, go right ahead.
Uh, I ain't really been. I don't want to give you nothing that I already did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really been in that mindset, but I'm gonna give you my brother. I'll give you some exclusives.
Okay.
Woke up this morning, go be better. She broke my heart. If she would ask why you let her, she would say, "Jeep, protect yourself. These people only out P and B rock. These people selfish." Constantly reminding myself, better feeling helpless. Stop focusing on the people that counted me out. Instead, counting on me. I got a few that sacrifice for me, and a few that will risk it all. You not that important. You one sentence in this story. Going through it, but growing through it. Key. When you trying to build an empire, Denzel, I'm a man on fire. No time chasing dreams like me. I'm good now, but I was passively suicidal last week. But they say you ain't a man without one. Constantly reminding myself I'm only here because V in my ear screaming, don't ever give up.
I love it, bro. I love it. Man, I'm gonna tell you right off the jump, bro. One thing that I always liked about you, and I still love to this day, your cadence, the way that you deliver your poetry. It's like I've never heard anybody. I mean, I know we all are different. You know, sometimes when we do our stuff, you know, a lot of us we may sound alike in certain ways, or maybe, or you know, the voice tone or something like that. Your cadence, though, like it's amazing to me how you use that cadence throughout all of your poetry, man. I love it. Um, what
I appreciate
inspired that poem that you wrote that right there?
Say it one more time.
What inspired that poem that you wrote? What inspired that piece?
What inspired it?
Yeah.
Usually when I come up, so like for the most part, I don't really write it down. I just line by line it in my head. So with that first line, woke up this morning, go be better. And then I just build it from there and build it every day. I that's really my goal. Every day is to make today the better than yesterday. Whatever went well yesterday, build on that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like life now, the life is now like the value of life is really the news, and there's 12 and 13-year-olds out here taking people's lives. Like I don't think they really hear me.
You were breaking up a little bit, but I definitely agree with you on the youngsters. Yeah, I think he was breaking up a little bit. But yeah, he's got a point about these youngsters. There's a lot going on out here, but you know, it's hard for me to. I mean, we could say it's so many different things or whatever, but if we all maybe just try to find that one kid in the neighborhood that you know is going through something, I don't know, you know, that's in school that's not doing right, pull them aside and talk to them. Try to put some nuggets in their ear, you know, if they'll listen. Freedom Writer,
For
you back? Can
sure.
you hear me, bro? Good, I can hear you good. Yeah, yeah, these youngsters with what's going on out here is really honestly to me, man, sometimes it gets depressing, bro. I can't even watch the news that much. I'll go months without watching it, and then I'll want to see what's going on and things of that nature in the world or around me. And it's just like, damn, it's so, you know, it's so much. And with the economy and the way money is right now, it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. Um, but what drives you though, Freedom Writer? What keeps you going each day? Like, what is your motivation for you to tackle the things that you're doing? Because you got a lot that you're doing.
It would be a disservice if I didn't. All right, we all have callings, we all have gifts, talents, and things that. And if I've identified mine, and for me not to do it, I feel like it would be to the talent that God has called me to do. So I really went from, starting off with just poetry, but you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna create art. I'm gonna create content. So I don't even want to limit myself to call myself an artist or just a poet. Like I'm an artist. I'm gonna create. If I can paint, I'll paint a picture. If I can, you know, started writing songs now. So I'm, doing a lot of different things creatively. And the goal only here for a certain amount of time. Do what you can in that window of time, and then when you're gone, you leave a legacy. Starting to ask questions now, like ask about this interview. So who interviewed you? You lost your job? It's like, nah, man, I ain't losing my art. So that's really what it is.
That's awesome, bro. It is. it's something to have something. It's a good feeling to know what your purpose is, because I too truly believe that writing is a purpose that I have. Um, I found it in a state of where I was just broken. I say this all the time, but it's the truth. I found it in a time where I was just down. I was out. You know what I mean? And that helped me to get back to my feet and do what I'm doing right now to this day, honestly. Writing and being able to put words together and get my emotions out um, on paper. You know what I mean? So how
We definitely
you?
appreciate the space, that you and Lady J created. You giving us a way to do the same thing.
Yeah,
Get these feelings out and not having to bottle, these things in and having the space, to share. So
yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I love it. And I appreciate you, Lady J. I know you're watching. She just reminded me before the show. I've been knowing her for like 2 years now. In a podcast, I know I've been doing this with her at least a year and a half. But I feel like I always say to be blessed, you have to bless other people. You know what I mean? And the love that I found when I started hanging around the open mics and the poetry world and all that, like it was incredible to me. It was absolutely incredible to be sitting in a crowd and somebody will get up and do their thing. They may be a polished professional or they have been doing it for quite some time. And then the next person to come up and be like, well, I was just inspired by this, that, and the other, and all of y'all in here inspired me. And I just want to, say a few pieces that I've never said before. And the support that people give each other when it's in these events always amaze me. Like I don't know what it is, but I don't care where you at, DC, New York, Baltimore, it doesn't matter. Wherever you at, when you're in that open mic space and somebody is on that microphone, they're everybody
that's
is
the
hanging on
energy.
every word for one. Right. That's it right there. The energy.
It's no comparisons. You just in a like space with like-minded people, and it's beautiful.
It is. And honestly, bro, it's like a drug to me. Like I chase it. I love it. I really do. I love to be around the creativity.
Like
When
7 days a week,
yeah,
every
bro, I'm
day,
telling you.
one.
I,
Like each one, you know what I'm saying? Each one you got a different vibe. The host do it different. So like each
right,
night was a different experience. I definitely relate to that.
right, right. And it's a good release too. Like, and also I always say, I go in and I come out feeling different. Before the event, I go in feeling a certain way, even if it's my event or a friend's event, whatever. Just the fact that I'm in that space of that energy is just something that was like when I first felt it and realized what was going on, it just blew me away, and I've been addicted ever since. I remember. Shout out to my sister Precious Givens. I used to go to her open mics. They're called oh my god, I'm drawing a blank right now. Poets for dinner. She does every month. And like I just at the end, she would do a circle. Everyone would like hold hands. We would all share stuff. That shit was incredible. You meet all different types of people. I love to network and do stuff like that. And it also, to me, helps me to polish myself because I love to listen to different poets, different styles. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a fan of yours, bro. I'm telling you, I love the way that you do your cadence. There's nobody out there that I've heard that does that anywhere similar than what you do. I love it. You know what I mean? I love the originality of it, and how you do it, man. If you got one more you want to share before I let you go, it can even be an old one. It doesn't even matter, bro. Whatever you want to share one more for us and then tell everybody how we can follow you and keep up with you.
I'm so everything you said, I definitely relate to as it comes to this poetry thing. Again, I think when I first started, I wasn't on that level, I guess, or it wasn't. We didn't have these outlets to but go to these events. And like you said, it's great to connect and network, but sometimes you can't make it there. And what I have to say or share my stories through this poetry, I'm forever grateful and thankful to you. So I don't take your show as anything slight. So I definitely appreciate you, brother. And Lady J is you as well for having this outlet.
Absolutely, bro. I appreciate you.
All right. So I ain't even practicing on you. About to have me stumbling, mumbling, fumbling. It's late. All the kids should be asleep. She's heart or your love. We not exclusive, so you're gonna have to put on a glove. You can have whatever you like. She said, I ain't pack a bag. Don't worry. I don't plan on this dinner. It's nice, but let's skip to dessert. She said, I ain't wearing no panties up under my phone. You was talking all that lip service. Now put those lips on these lips and let's, because if they action, I'm matching. No TSP. She said, come and ride this way. Max B. Here's my credit card. Incidentals on me. See, I like it aggressive. Here's my policy number. I got progressive. She said, and soon. Now come over here and show me what that mouth do. If these walls could, what they'll describe. Now come over here and give me that D like the doctor prescribed. Put me on the wall. Remember, this just sex. Promise for me, you won't often. How about every Wednesday while we watch Sisters? Every first and third Wednesday. And if she's busy, I'll bring my friend. TV 12, we all win. Flow. This, that living room flow. We started on the bed, but now we on the floor. This, that living room flow.
I love it, bro. Your imagination, man, in a way, you just paint a picture. You definitely paint a picture, man, with your poetry. We really do. Tell everybody how they can follow you and keep up with you, bro.
Again, I appreciate you. Poet_FreedomWriter, or just follow the hashtag FreedomWriter. Every video I create, that's my hashtag. All the work that I've done, videos. So yes, I would just encourage you, if you have social media, just follow. Working on the EP. That's probably going to, I ain't gonna say it's going to be my last, but it's going to probably be close. I'm trying to determine what poems, art, I'm not even gonna call it poems at this point, and let you decipher what it is. All right, so it's like, I'm gonna put like 8 on there. So it's gonna be, I'm expecting some phone calls after that's released. I'm sure some people will call me and be like, whatever. And then the big thing is the TV show. The TV show is entitled Two. Like I said, we shot the first episode, the second episode. They're doing the final editing now. So the show's January. I'm gonna have a premiere party, premiere viewing. So I'll definitely keep you posted, bro. I have one in a, and then I'm gonna have one here. And the one here will probably be the big one. If I do have 2, I'll post it. Definitely keep you posted.
Definitely do that, man. I definitely will continue to follow you, bro, and keep up with you, my friend. I love what you're doing, man. Stay positive, stay motivated, and just keep doing what you're doing, man, because you definitely are inspiring a lot of people, I'm sure, around you. Definitely. I know you are. Say it again.
I said I'm gonna definitely see you soon.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. Appreciate you coming on tonight. Be safe out here, man. I
So
see you in the.
appreciate it.
I see you soon. Definitely stay out with me. All right.
All right,
That's
bro.
Freedom Writer. All right, bro. That's Freedom Writer. Everybody, y'all want to follow him everywhere you can on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If he on Snapchat, and go on YouTube too. Pull him up on YouTube, Freedom Writer. He's got a number of videos and poetry that he does. That's pretty good. I really enjoy this brother. All right, so it's been a while. It's so good to be back. It's been at least 2 weeks since I've done a show. I was very sick last week under the weather. And I thank God that I'm feeling much better right now. Thank you for everybody who have called or texted me and prayed for me and things of that nature. I had a very nasty cold. It wasn't COVID. I tested COVID like 4 times. It was negative, but it was some type of virus that's going around. And it just shut me down for days. I couldn't eat, couldn't do anything. So I needed to take a break and give my body a rest. But it is good to be back right now. And in this last half hour, so I got a lot of information I need to share with you all. Okay. First of all, on my next Spitfire Poetry podcast, which will be December 7th, next Wednesday. All right, this is going to be a special show right here. I got 2 young ladies who are awesome poets, who are awesome artists, period. Who are awesome artists, definitely. I've worked with both of them in a poetical experience play that was written by 4 authors, Thomasina Redmond and Victor CEO. But the play is called I Am Woke. And it's a series of poetical poems and things of that nature that tells different stories throughout the play. And both of these sisters are on that card whenever we do the show. They always, most of the time are available and are able to come out and share their gift. All right. Now, Lady Glory, you want to follow her on Facebook and Instagram, Lady Glory, LadyGlori. You want to follow her. She has one of my favorite poems that she has. I'm going to have her do on the 7th. I cannot wait. And then also my little sister Mozart. You go on Instagram, she is Mozart Writing. If you go on Instagram, she's Mozart Writing. But I will also have her on the show December 7th as well. I'm telling you, these are 2 very, very talented artists, and they both, I believe, have books. I know Mozart is getting ready. If she hasn't put a book out yet, she's just getting ready to drop one. And I know Lady Glory has a book that she's doing that's under construction as well. So you want to stay up on both of these young ladies, trust me. I'll have them on December 7th from 7 to 8. Like I said, Lady Glory and Mozart. You don't want to miss that. I'm going to start sharing the flyers as early as probably later on tonight, I'm sure. And thank you for everyone who follows me and shares my flyers and things of that nature. I really appreciate it. All right. So that following week, December 14th. Now listen. I know. Look, it's been a minute since I've been to an open mic. And December 14th. Winter Wednesdays from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. All right. At City Escapes Bar and Lounge, 2213 through 15, 2213-15, Kirk Avenue, 21218. All right. I believe that's the old wooden nickel. You cannot miss that. You know it if you've been there before. This event, Winter Wednesday, is a kickoff that we're doing. Shout out to Aneski Anna Kamzet, will be the celebrity bartender. I say celebrity because she is just that. She is so professional and great at what she does, and she inspires me so much when I work. But she will be the bartender that night. There will be, and we're going to have a happy hour. All right. I'm doing the podcast live from this location on this night on, like I said, December 14th from 6 to 7 is the happy hour from 7 to 8. I'll be live with Spitfire Poetry Broadcast right there on the scene. And then from 8 to 9, I believe that's karaoke. You don't want to miss that. There's a few other people that'll be on the list and that are on the flyer for this event. But like I said, this will be a wonderful kickoff for something in the wintertime that you want to do to get out the house. Winter Wednesdays, December 14th will be the first one. 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. City Escape Bar and Lounge. All right. 2213 Kirk Avenue, 21218. It's free to get in. Free to get in. All right. But you got to buy some drinks. The bar will be open and my sister will be rocking and rolling that night, I'm sure. All right. Also, we're going to be live, like I said, with the Spitfire Poetry Podcast. So I'll be doing some poetry and all the whatever other artists are there that night. I'll also have them on the spot doing some poetry as well. Oh, that's some of the best icy I ever had. Yes, no outside drinks are allowed at this event. You are able to bring your own food if you want to. And also books to get. If you're looking for some good reads out here, you need something to read, you want to read something that may inspire you, or you just want something different to read, right? Go to Instagram for one. Go to Full Authors on Instagram. They are a publishing company. They have a number of books. They even have children's books, I believe. You want to follow them on Instagram. That's Full Authors. If you have a book and you want to get it published, you don't know what to do or how to do it, where to go, look them up. I'm telling you, they'll help you. They're right here in Baltimore. They can help you get your stuff out there. Also, my sister, Shamice Lady Jacobs. Shamice Lady Jacobs. Everybody knows my sister, Shamice Lady Jacobs. All right. She just dropped 2 books, actually. A few weeks ago. You want to follow her on Instagram and Facebook as well. Late LJ Speaks, Shamice Lady Jacobs. She's got a bunch of different handles, but you want to follow her as well and find out what material she has, because I guarantee you want to get it. All right. Then again, like I said, so the 2 artists that I'm going to have on next week, the first one, Mozart. Follow her on Instagram. That's Mozart. I'll have her on the show next week. Look out for her. She's releasing a book. And also, Lady Glory will be on the show with Mozart on December 7th. You want to follow both of these young ladies. I'm telling you, they'll be releasing material, and it'll be really good if you want to get something a good read there, right? Now, it's been a minute. I want to warm up a little bit. I think I got about 15 minutes or so left. I believe Brother Chad show is after this. You want to follow. You want to stay tuned right after the show and check out Brother Chad show. Wonderful show. It's going to put your mind in orbit. He makes you think about a lot of different shit. I love it. Also, follow What Up Baltimore for some of the other shows. We have a gun tactical show on here. We have a Be More show by the brother Jamal has a show on here. That's a real show. Like men talking real shit, no hoes, no hoes barred. And I love it. I really do. We have a number of shows on here. So you want to, go to ladyjmedia@gmail.com, like I said, and you can find all the ways to watch the show. We're also on YouTube. What Up Baltimore TV on YouTube. You want to go there as well, okay? Now, let's warm up with some poetry. So let me see. This is something that I wrote not too long ago. It's become one of my favorites, like maybe my top 5, one of my top 5 of my personal ones. But this is called Poetry is My Therapy. This is a special one to me because this is true. The title is truly what helps me to get through. Like, poetry is my therapy. It really is. I use it in different ways to give me all different types of mind processing and feelings and things of that nature to express myself. And I love the process and the creativity in it. So this is poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. It gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, it gets me through so much shit. Pushing and pressing my pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast, I gotta count my carbs. I can't be reckless. I maintain a decent sugar level because if my shit drop, it could be detrimental. Poetry, that's my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary. I need the right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Terpene, limonene, and I don't know what the fuck you mean. I want the indica hybrid sativa. I need her. That marries a cheetah because everybody see a poetry. That's my therapy. Something therapeutic happens when I go to create. It's just something about putting the right word with the right line to make them both come together, like you and your partner at the very same time. 2 souls sharing the same vibe. Poetry is my therapy. I press every day. Giving up is not an option. A devil's going down today. You know me and that nigga, we stay boxing. He got me on the ropes. But I'm guard body Ali. I hit him with the rope-a-dope. The champ is here. The champ is here. And I fight every ounce of fear. I just do it like Nike, the goddess of victory. You know he's in here. Poetry. That's my therapy. Sometimes that shit keeps me up at night. It's the little light in mine that keeps me up writing that one last line. I need it, I need it, I need it like the air I breathe. If I didn't have it, where the fuck would I be? I could have been serving a 1 to 3. My wife and kids could have buried me, but poetry is my therapy. That is truly my therapy. That is poetry is my therapy. All right, I'm feeling good now. Let's do something else. Like I said, December 7th, you want to tune in 7 to 8. I got Lady Glory and Mozart on, 2 of my castmates from the I Am Woke production. All right. December 14th, I will be at City Escapes Bar and Lounge for Winter Wednesdays. Winter Wednesdays. Winter Wednesdays, you don't want to miss it, y'all. This is going to be a good event from 6 to 12 a.m. I'm going live at 7 o'clock with the Spitfire Poetry Podcast, and it's going to be off the hook. It's going to be lit, trust me, all right? I heard them say all that shouting isn't necessary. But what have they been through that's colder than that month they call February? I'm talking about news that'll make your body ache. And it's out of your control, so you feel you got to participate. It was all good just a week ago. Now I'm in a doctor's office and they planning my treatment though. My work has come to a halt, but my bills, they longer than a tree stump. I stand in line for aid and assistance. All the while I feel I'm losing my existence. The lady behind that desk look at me as a stereotype, not realizing 96 hours prior, I ran a work site. I feel like my back's against the wall, so I pick up the phone, but who do I call? I was stripped of everything with nothing to spare as I laid on that cold, hard table and stared in the air. God, is this it? Will I see my wife and kids again? If I die and my babies cry, who will make them grin again? My life was saved, though it was full of sin. My doctor said, take a few of these and your pain to come to an end. But no, I must keep going. There's no time to break. But my back's against the wall and the devil don't hesitate. When he came to me to convince me of my fate, I refused to be a victim and told him, clown, you're too late. When I realized who brought me through it all, my vision became clear as he showed me a picture of it all. He said, son, didn't I tell you I would never let you fall? It was then I decided to serve him in the midst of it all. So if you see me go crazy or start to bang on the wall, it's my way of praising him because he brought me through it all. So I forgive the saints. Because I could care less with title or rank. That devil, he'll deceive you. He's nothing but evil. When you're full of the spirit, nothing comes near it. Jeremiah moaned, it's like fire in my bones when the pastor reaches a certain tone and zeroes in on the problems you own. You cried and you wept it. You came to accept and endure the night because that joy is unexpected. And change your heart. That's the start of something you took part. It's not fashion or art. Come into the ark and save your soul and walk streets of gold. It's about eternal life, not thousands of likes. Tell me, what went wrong as we sing that song on benches with palms? And my favorite Psalms is 30. Of course, I cried out, oh Lord, and you swung a sword. Now I'm beginning to see how you live in the tightest of places. It's all so amazing. Chasing after you and I'm blue. They said it was you that made it all true. So what's there to do except keep praising you? I mean, you are the reason I'm walking and breathing. That is all right. Unusual Favor 2. Be on the lookout for Unusual Favor 2, Victory in the Storm. You can pre-order your hoodies right now. This is Unusual Favor. Unusual Favor 2 will be out in I'm sure before Christmas. Shout out to Angela Edwards. I drive her crazy just pushing them back different dates, but things happen and you know how it is. That's another sister that you want to follow, Angela Edwards. She's another one that will help you to get your material out there. Definitely. You want to look her up as well. Pearly Gates Publishing. Definitely want to look her up. All right. I tried to do in April, I tried to write a poem every day. I think I was in a Zoom meeting with one of my partners. Shout out to the table too. Shout out to the table. Shamiz Jacobs, Victor CEO, and Nesky Anna Zet. Like I said, you want to come out Wednesday, December 14th, and check out this Winter Wednesdays. You won't be disappointed. But one of them, I think it was Shamiz that had brought it up one day when we were having a Zoom meeting. But anyway, it was about writing like something every day for that 30 days, I believe, of April, which is Poetry Month, if I'm not mistaken. I got about maybe 11, maybe 12. And then after a while, I just felt, no, I don't even think it's that many, maybe 9 to 10. And then I just fell off. But I want to share one or two with y'all before I get out of here real quick. And you got to bear with me. I haven't gone over it. I don't want to say nothing too crazy. You know, I can be a bit aggressive, but that's what I do. All right, child left behind. It's a very simple one too. Here we go. All right, this is called I Must. I must. I must continue. I must sustain. I must develop. I must remain. I must press. I must praise. I must give. I must pray. I must forgive. I must heal. I must be peace. I must speak. I must delete. I must focus. I must move. I must stay still. All right, I'm going to do one more before I leave, actually. This is for the youngsters out there. This is another poem that I recite in the poetical experience that I was involved in, called drawing a blank right now. I am woke. All right. Y'all forgive me. It's been 2 weeks since I've been on, you know. I feel so good to be back though. So let's do this one more before we get up out of here. All right. Lesson, class, seminar session. It's just a few things our people are missing. See, you can't complete the job without the right tools. That's why they don't care what happens in our schools. They know you're not going to a parent-teacher night. Your kid failing in geometry and you got all the angles. Take that picture at the stoplight. Live a different life on social media. You don't want it unless it comes expedient. Lesson, class, seminar, session. Just a few things our people are missing. Financial literacy. What's that? I'm glad you asked. Because we invest our stacks in J's and handbags at zero growth and no return. In the end, nothing's earned, but you fresh to death with nothing left, waiting on your mother's next stimulus check. Invest in yourself so you make the hours. If you work hard enough, it's you that's empowered. Lesson, class, seminar, session. It's just a few things our people are missing. Set a goal and stay focused. And when you reach that goal, set a goal and stay focused. Try your best to be consistent. Make the negative non-existent. He gave you a helpmate, but you chose the assistant. Lesson, class, seminar, session. It's just a few things our people are missing. I want to give a shout out and a big thanks to Lady J, Dr. Lady J Jenkins for this platform. We have grown so much in such a short time, and I love it. I am here for all of it, and we just getting started. All right. Stay tuned for Brother Chad's show coming right up after this. Follow us on What Up Baltimore, YouTube TV. All right. Stay tuned next week for Lady Glory and my sister Mozart. If you want to stay blessed, you must bless someone else. Have a good night, guys.
Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power.